The mom of four has built a multi-billion-dollar empire by keeping her name in the media. But the one tactic that works best is high-profile relationships. Since people can't help but be overly invested in celebrity couples, Kim Kardashian's relationships are often short-lived and tend to be one-sided. But not only Kim's relationships, there have been countless men whose careers or personal lives suffered due to their association with the family. This is known as the Kardashian curse. In this video, we are going to look at the stories of men whose lives may have changed for the worse because of their relationship with Kim Kardashian. Starting with Ray J. Ray J was a teenage R&B sensation in 1997. When he was just 16 years old, his single Let It Go peaked at number 25 on the US Billboard Hot 100 after it appeared on the Set It Off soundtrack. He continued this momentum in 2001 with his second single Wait a Minute featuring rapper Lil' Kim. He also ventured into acting, earning roles in popular sitcoms like Moesha and The Sinbad Show. He had every quality to be a multifaceted superstar in Hollywood. Then he met Kim Kardashian. During a brief musical hiatus, Ray J began dating Kim in 2003 after meeting her while she was working as a stylist for his sister Brandy. The couple dated for 3 years, during which they made an explicit tape that would later catapult Kim into the spotlight. However, at this time, Kim was just another Valley girl whose only claim to fame as being the daughter of the lawyer who represented O.J. Simpson, so the public was generally unaware of their relationship. They separated sometime in 2006, and Ray J continued seeing the success of his recently released third studio album titled Radiation, featuring his most iconic single, One Wish. But it was after their breakup when things got bad for Ray J and great for Kim. Kim began working as a stylist for her childhood friend Paris Hilton, frequently accompanying Paris to events and parties. Paris had a tape leak in 2004, conveniently at the same time her reality TV show The Simple Life first debuted. The tape and show combined launched Paris into fame. It just so happens that the Kardashian family had a reality TV show on the brink of release in 2007. Conveniently, in February of that year, the explicit tape of Ray J and Kim, made in 2003, titled Kim Kardashian Superstar, leaked onto the internet and garnered significant public interest and media attention. Kim filed a lawsuit against Vivid Entertainment for distributing the film, but this was all a part of the plan. Kim and her mother Kris took Paris Hilton's strategy and it worked flawlessly. Kim addressed the tape on the Tyra Banks show and insisted that she didn't want it out there. However, she dropped the lawsuit just 3 months earlier and settled for $5 million, giving Vivid permission to market and sell copies of the tape. Sales from the film reportedly generated nearly $1.5 million in revenue in the first 6 weeks. The controversy surrounding this tape was used to market season 1 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Episode 1 included a large segment about her tape and Kim's feelings about the leak. It was talked about heavily throughout season 1, and this show launched Kim into becoming a household name in Hollywood. But nobody knew this was calculated at the time, and Ray J looked like the bad guy for filming this material. He then tried to compete with Kim in the reality TV world with his dating show For the Love of Ray J, which lasted 2 seasons and averaged over 2 million viewers. Although on the surface this seemed like a win for Ray J, it really just made him look jealous and desperate to get back into the spotlight. Aside from appearing on various reality shows over the years, Ray J's legacy is mostly known today not as an early 2000s R&B star, but rather the guy who made a tape with Kim Kardashian. He was just a pawn to get Kim introduced to Hollywood, and he fell right into the trap. However, Reggie Bush would become the blueprint of how the Kardashians use relationships to line their pockets. Reggie was the most dominant college football player in the country during his time at the University of Southern California. He was basically the first athlete to become a social media celebrity before he got to the big stage. Reggie's popularity and social media presence made him the perfect candidate to be Kim Kardashian's boyfriend. During that offseason, Reggie attended the 2007 ESPY Awards, where he was introduced to Kim through a mutual friend. They began dating shortly after, and their relationship was on full display and keeping up during season 2. In episode 9, Kim shoots a sexy calendar for Reggie, claiming it's for his eyes only. Even though there are TV cameras recording the entire shoot for millions of fans out at home. But then her mother Kris distributes the calendars for public sale. Obviously, this situation was scripted for TV. This was never going to be exclusive to Reggie, and they knew the calendar would be sold to the public. They just needed to fill out 30 minutes of television and twist the narrative. Men dating the Kardashians have to understand that nothing about their life is private, and their girlfriends will twist their real lives to fit the format of reality television. Reggie was a humble and quiet guy. This one paparazzi interaction alone, you could see how much Kim loved the spotlight and Reggie didn't.
Reggie! Kim, love you! For president.
All right, cut the light off, remember?
Reggie! What's up? Peace sign, dog!
This type of attention, every time you try to go out to a restaurant, will wear down on someone. Reggie's brother chimed in on their relationship many years later.
Do you ever wish that you were Kim Kardashian's brother-in-law?
Never. I never really liked her, so.
You didn't?
No, not at all.
Why not?
No, she was too much.
Kim and Reggie just seemed so in love, but one day, everything changed. Due to the demands of Reggie's football commitments and Kim's continued exponential success, the couple broke up for the first time in 2009, citing their desire to focus on their respective careers. Season 3 of Keeping Up documented their fallout and how Kim was dealing with the breakup.
You look like a slob, to put it mildly, and this place is...
Oh, what? I deserve to be a slob.
Kim, this is how people live when they're, like, really depressed.
So maybe I'm really depressed.
The entire rise and fall of their relationship was made for TV, but never showed Reggie's side of the situation, which is crucial to protect the Kardashians' image. Cut out all the things that may make them look bad. In fact, they often try to make the men look like the weak ones. Reggie could not keep up with all of the failed brands that Kim was creating. The Kardashian card, the Kardashian color, a nail polish line with 14 different colors, and then there was Kim's Skechers Shape-Up sneakers, in which advertisements claimed that the shoes would help people lose weight and strengthen and tone their butt, legs, and abdominal muscles. But because of the deceptive ads, Skechers had to pay a $40 million settlement after losing a class action lawsuit. And while Kim's brands and relationships were failing, the reality show writers needed storylines for season 4 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Luckily, Khloé Kardashian and Lamar Odom became official extremely fast. Seeing how successful Khloé and Lamar initially were inspired Kim to get a basketball husband for herself, Kris Humphries, which ended in Kris suing Kim for using him for publicity. Kris was highly regarded as a promising basketball prospect. In 2009, Kris began playing for the New Jersey Nets. Not too long after he met Kim through a mutual friend, Kim was photographed sitting courtside on multiple occasions at the Barclays Center. It was obvious the two were dating. They initially kept the status of their relationship a secret, but things escalated much quicker than we could have ever imagined. 7 months after meeting, Kris proposed to Kim. The massive and glamorous wedding caused a whopping $10 million, and the ceremony was filmed for the 4-hour special, Kim's Fairy Tale Wedding, which aired on television 2 months later. But Kim filed for divorce after just 72 days of marriage. Kim said, "I hope this marriage was forever, but sometimes things don't work out as planned," which makes you wonder what the plan was. While Kim seemed content with parting ways, Kris revealed his own statement that he was not done fighting for the relationship. "I love my wife and I'm devastated to learn she filed for divorce." Kardashian fans immediately took Kim's side. They said Kris was always rude to her, and they could tell through the highly edited and scripted TV show that it obviously wasn't going to work out.
I'm just saying I want to raise my kids and live in LA. That's where I'm from. That's all I know.
Maybe by the time you have kids and they're in school and all that, like, no one will probably care about you. Let's be honest.
In response to this divorce, Kris filed to annul the marriage, citing that it was fraud. An annulment is a legal ruling that erases a marriage by declaring the marriage null and void, and that the union was never legally valid. Kind of confusing, but basically Kris was arguing that this marriage was all a spectacle for entertainment, where he was fully dedicated and serious the entire time. This failed marriage and the public siding with Kim shattered his reputation and overshadowed any of his career highlights, especially considering he was replaced with Kim's new superstar boyfriend Kanye West. Kanye and Kim's fallout is easily the biggest and most catastrophic of them all. Their relationship alone could be its own video. Kanye is trying to save his children from being used as pawns to become the successors of the Kardashian empire. Kris Jenner molded this formula of managing her kids' careers and capitalizing from their success. Kanye doesn't want that to be done to his kids because it has already begun. In November 2021, Kim launched a joint TikTok account with her eldest daughter, Northwest. They accumulated more than 130,000 followers in less than 24 hours. People were becoming fans of the 9-year-old and claimed she is exactly like Kanye, confident and unashamed of her attitude. Kanye told Kim he didn't want her on the app, but she wouldn't listen, so he went public.
Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I am not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok.
It's completely understandable why a father does not want his child to use that app, but it's the frustration that Kanye omits and his very serious tone that makes people label him crazy and controlling. Kim disagreed and said Kanye was attacking her. However, just 1 year later, everyone agreed that Kanye was right. As a result, many questioned Kim's parenting. Maybe if we put our own family on display in front of millions, it would be just as messed up as their life. But one thing we can guarantee is that the Kardashians always benefit. They will always come out on top.